Cancel.
Schweezy.
Why are teens repelled by classical music? So, okay, so I have a music degree. I am qualified to listen to this. There is some classical music, or whatever we're considering classical music, because there's romantic era, yada, 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 stuff like that we can be considering here for what classical music is. But what I would say is, though, anything that I would say, even just from my knowledge of it, maybe before 1950, 1960 is what we're all just going to consider whatever this classical music is. So if someone's going to be like, well, actually, that was part of the Romantic era, I'm like, we're not going to talk about that. What I'm talking about here is like what teens are considering classical music. So what do I think here? What am I going to say here? Teens repelled by classical music. I don't think every teen is repelled by classical music. Some of them could sit there and be like, I kind of like this, but sometimes it's like, So, the main issue I would say is, because the main issue I'm going to talk about is that music is meant to evolve. It's meant to evolve past a certain point. It's continue to grow, build off each other, and continue to grow from that. That's one thing I always want to say with music is intended to grow, and we're always supposed to make music, build off another form of music, build onto it. We're always supposed to evolve. Music is evolution. Music is, if you don't believe in evolution, believe in music evolution, because music is supposed to continue to evolve and continue to change, because you can't be writing the same song over and over again. Like, we have to write new songs. We're just in that kind of society. We have to write new songs. We have to catch people's ears. We have to continue to do that. Like, we're always trying to catch the new thing, what we like, why people like that, and we want to build off that. It's just that kind of thing. So when we were like, oh, kids today don't like classical music, I'm like, well, the music they're listening to, this is like 200-year-old music you're expecting to like. And we've spent 200 years making music built off that to be a better version of that. So we're building off that, building off that, building off that, building off that. And we're making like really cool shit these days. I know there's a lot of pop music that's bullshit, but like, I hate telling people like, oh, music today sucks. And you're like, okay, you just like the music when you were a kid. That's all it is. But like with classical, like the classical music though, is that we've built off of that so much that by the time it's reached kids 200 plus years later, it's boring. So that's why teens are probably like and kids today are like, okay, yeah. Skrillex play something, shit like that. And so like Skrillex is gonna sound more exciting because it's built off whatever the hell. It's Beethoven's Fifth. I know what it is. And, music has evolved so much and stuff like that. So it's just so boring to a kid hearing that compared to, like, the music that's actually being made today. So, like I said, music's made to be evolved. And it's evolved so much that kids today are just like, that one guy with his keyboard is making shit that entertains me. It's like that. Unless they're going to decide, like, hey, I want to study music, it's not that big of a deal. Like, if they want to study music, because, like, if you're going to study music, you have to understand, one, how we got to where we are today. And also this idea of, like, there's music theory rules, and you got to understand the rules before you break them. Which is like, you can break the rules before you understand music theory, but to understand the rules and then break them is a whole other chapter in life. So that was probably a longer rant than I needed to be. Hey there, you just checked out a highlight from Cancel Schweezy. Thank you very much. I'm glad that you learned something and that you are now a smarter individual. Just so you know, we have full episodes and other many highlights available now. Click here for the next best thing that you can go check out as well, and make sure you press that subscribe button and press that notification bell. That way you get updated anytime we make a new post or anytime that we make a new highlight or full episode. So thank you, honk if you love butt drugs, and stay awesome.